Hello again. This is Kareem Lewis, your trusted Houston realtor, the one that always keeps it real with you, aka Sergeant Sales. And I'm back again for my investor series talking about, of course, as always, investments, right? What are the best sound investments for people to make? One trend that I've been seeing lately is a lot of investors, first-time investors, are getting started with investing in new construction homes. And so you might say, well, I heard as an investor, if I'm gonna buy something, I'm either gonna build a home outright, like I see all the gurus talking about, or I'm gonna find me a ugly home, a foreclosed home, short sale home, fix and flip home. That makes sense. Why new home construction? Can you really make money with them, right? And so I want to break down a little bit. First of all, before I go any further, go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, share, follow, help me, help you, help us, right? So now let's get into the meat of it. New construction, right? Can you make money off of new construction homes as an investor? Yes, if you do it the right way. You do it the right way, and you have the right investor savvy a realtor like myself. So if you're trying to buy something, get started in the Houston metro or just Texas in general, you need to be hitting me up. You watching my videos, you've been seeing me, I know what I'm talking about. Let's go. Anyway, let's get into it. So with new construction homes, right? The way I like to kind of describe new construction homes as far as quality, right? Because before I start talking about profit, we got to talk about quality, right? There are 3 different tiers of new construction homes, right? The easiest way that I can break it down is if you think about cars, right? If I was to ask you right now and say, hey, man, I'm going to give you a free car, right? No strings attached. All you got to do is tell me what you want, pick it out, got it on me, right? You'll probably, if I ask 10 people this, I'm sure I'm going to hear BMW, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugatti, Rolls Royce, a G-Wagon, all this foreigns, right? All the nice luxury cars. That's what everybody's going to pick, right? High tier. So now if I say, well, not the luxury end ones, but you got to get like a mid-model, the mid-tier ones. So if I say mid-tier, then that's when people will probably say, okay, maybe, Nissan Maximum, right? Maybe, a Jaguar is not too much, maybe the Toyota Camrys, maybe, the mid-tiers. Then if I say, all right, we got to get economy car. I'm going to give you a free car, but it got to be an economical car, right? So then that's when you're going to mention the Kia, the little Chevy. Well, they don't even make Cruisers no more. I don't know what they make now. Or the little Ford. I remember they used to have the Ford Escort. Remember that was the Cheap Charlie car. Now they got something else. I don't even know because they done changed the names, right? That's a different tier. With home builders, right, you have different tiers. You have the tiers that's probably better for first-time home buyers and people that's on a lower income end, right? Then you have the mid-tiers, right? That's for either second home buyers or maybe somebody, you could be a first-time home buyer, but you got some money in the bank, right? And you can afford it. And finally, you got the big boys, right? The ones that make you, ooh, ah, oh, the ones that you see on the videos that make you drool and make you like, yo, I got to hit the lottery. I got to do some things, man. I want them big, nice houses with the infinity pools and, I might got elevators in there. I don't know, robot butler, who knows, right? All that good stuff, right? These are the different tiers. Now, I'm not going to say the name out loud. Why? Because I don't want to hear no problems. I don't want no problems, right? If you become a client of mine, I'm going to let you know the 411, right? So that's why you need to hit me up. Click the link on the bio, set up a call, and become a client. Then I can give you the true 411. But for now, we're going to keep it simple, right? All builders are not the same. When you're investing in new construction homes, right, you already got to know that you're already paying retail, right? And so the key to it is you're not going to have as much equity in the homes with a new home because you're paying retail. They done marked it up, whatever. Plus it's new, right? The end game or the thought behind getting a new home should be the fact, one, I could try to flip or build a brand new home, but the truth is a lot of people are not buying homes like that right now, right? The market shifts. You have your high markets, you have your low markets. It's like this, right? And so when you look at it overall, especially with the younger crew, the younger generation, and when I say younger generation, I'm talking about working professionals, 21 to, let's just say 30s, right? 20 to 30 bracket, right? Working professionals that would rather rent homes, rent brand new homes, you know, because they don't want to be attached. They like bouncing around. A lot of times they have remote jobs so they can move here, there, everywhere. And so they like the idea of being able to flex. Like, okay, I can stay here for 2 years. All right, I don't like it now. I want to see something new. I go. And so that's why a lot of investors are buying books of brand new housing and renting because the rental market is blowing. And so that's why even the smaller investors, say, you know what, why not get a new home? I don't have to worry about fixing, flipping nothing. These brand new homes, they come with warranties. So if something's broke, I know I can get it fixed. And then who wouldn't want to live in a brand new home? That speaks for itself. If I advertise brand new construction home, never lived in, guess what? People want to come and rent. Now, this is the kicker though, right? In order for you to truly purchase a home like this and win, there are numbers to it, right? Because you can't just buy any home, because with a new home, first of all, as an investor, you're putting down more money, you have your interest rates, and a lot of times you got to pay attention to what you're paying a month, right? It has to meet the rental market average for the area that you're buying these homes in. Why? Because who wants to buy a home and not make money? You don't want to just break even. You definitely don't want to be behind. That's not an investment. That's negative debt. We just had a video talking about positive debt. That will make you have a negative debt. You always want to make sure whatever you're paying per month on that property, that when you rent it out, you're making some. Now, the profit margins, again, are not that high with a newer home. And that's why you got to know what your exit strategies are when purchasing, investing in new construction homes, right? Like, I get it now. I hold on to it for about 5-7 years. I know as the years go on, the value is going to, because home prices don't go down, they go up. So if I hold on it for about 5-7 years and then I sell it, so I make my little bit now, I get the big tax write-offs, but I get, my money here and there, and then you go, or unless you get a new home and decide to say, all right, let me do owner financing, right? And that's going to be a whole nother video in itself, where I have to break it down, or you can set up a call, become a client, I can break it down to you. Where, I could do owner finance, find somebody, I buy it, but then they buying it from me. I could make a bigger spread, from selling from future price in fluctuations. I can do that. And it's a lot of other ways to make your money. So if you are an investor, you're looking to invest in the Houston market in brand new construction homes, right? Please give me a call, hit me up, sign me up before you go to any one of those new home builders, because always remember this, and I'm going to close with this. When you go, the one thing I hate is I see people go to the new construction home places and they buy homes and they be like, see, I don't need a realtor, I got the best deal. Let's think about something. That salesman at the new construction place, they work for who? The builder. So they're going to protect the builder's best interest, correct? They're not going to protect your interest because their money come from the employer, which is that builder. That's why you want to always have a trusted realtor with you to fight for your interest. And I say trusted because there's a lot of realtors out here that will look out for their own profit, not yours, right? And another tip that I want to say, I know I said I was going to leave with that, but I'm going to leave with this. If you're investing in homes, right, the same realtor that helps you to purchase a home, right, to fix and flip and get ready to sell or whatever, they should be the same ones that'll say, I want to sell it for you, or I want it to rent for you. And the reason why I say that is this. They're going to make a lot of promises, like say if you're doing a fix and flip, oh man, we can sell it for this. But if they only there to buy the broken houses, and then once you fix it, you don't hear from them, that means they were selling you a bunch of wolf tickets. Same thing if, you get a new construction home, oh yeah, this is the best deal. It's going to rent fast. It's going to rent for this much. And then when it's time to rent it out, they go ghost. It's because they was telling you ghost stories because they just got their money. They got their money and leave. Me, I'm for the duration. Not only I'll help you sit you down, we'll set up a plan, a full plan from the beginning as well as your exit strategy. So you have full confidence and trust that, listen, this is a good deal. You know you're not getting jerked. You don't have negative debt. You're going to have positive debt. And it's going to be something that you'll be able to rinse and repeat constantly, right? I'd rather make a little bit on the purchase or on the sale, especially with my investors, because I know you're going to have multiple returns. And that's what I look for, the relationship, the continuance of a relationship. So listen, I'm your trusted Houston realtor. You're always looking at my videos. Sign me up. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. Let me get it for you. So listen, Kareem Lewis, signing out. Have a blessed day. To the